Welcome back, students. Today, bit interesting chapter in front of you, that is of Standard 7 and lesson number 8. As you can see the name, that is the wind, storms and cyclones. You all have seen these things. These are the natural calamities. But do you think that how it occurs? Let me explain you about these topics. Now let us start over here. First of all, you need to understand what is air. Air that exerts pressure. Pressure is exerted by the air and it expands on heating and it contracts on cooling. And the third point, that is hot air is lighter than the cool air. That's why the hot air rises up. As we have studied this in the convection current in chapter that is of heat. So to understand this, you have to see that part too. Leading ahead, you see that the earth, it's having a layer of atmosphere around it. So earth that is surrounded by atmosphere from all sides and it is a mixture of gases and the air. You see here that the air that is present in the atmosphere, that also exerts pressure on the earth's surface in the atmosphere. So did you think about that if the air is exerting pressure, why we are not getting crushed out? Why our body still retain the same shape? Why the different objects in the nature, in the atmosphere that are not crushed? If the pressure is that much, so how we can withstand that pressure? Let us understand this. As you see, the air that has a weight and it exerts pressure. That pressure is known as atmospheric pressure because that is exerted by the atmosphere, by the air, that the air molecules which are present in the atmosphere. So leading ahead, the pressure that exerts by atmosphere on the surface of the earth, that means that is atmospheric pressure. Now this atmospheric pressure, if you see that the man over here, as we consider ourselves also, why we are not getting squeezed or why our body is not deformed, if that much atmospheric pressure is exerted by the air. This is why, because the internal pressure is also exerted by each and every body and that balances the atmospheric pressure. That's why we remain the same. So pressure internally and externally, the both ways, that is equal. If you see that in an inch, square inch at the sea level, the 14.7 pounds per square inch, the atmospheric pressure is put on our body. Now here every square inch on the surface of the body, that means 14.7 pounds. It turns 6.6 kg on only inch. Now this much pressure, that because of the air of the atmosphere. Now in total, that means 150 pound the pressure pushing our body on a hand alone only. So this is likely that holding a small car on our head to the all the time. Holding the car, that means a small car you are holding on a head. That much pressure is exerted by the atmospheric pressure. So to compensate it, our internal body pressure is exerted equally. This is what the atmospheric pressure put on us. That why don't we crush? This was my question. So here I think you understand that this much pressure exerted by atmosphere. But in turn, see, the atmospheric pressure outside the body is equal to the air pressure that is inside our body. So here they both cancel out this force, they will cancel out overall force on us. That's why we don't get crushed. So the most tissue in our body, they are strong enough to withstand the resulting forces. So I think it is clear that why our body cannot crush. Now what are the characteristics of the air? That air exerts a pressure, it expands on heating and contracts on cooling. And the third point, that it is lighter when it gets warm, and that's why it rises up. Now the air pressure, let us understand with few of the experiments over here. If you see, if you take the bottle or any tin, you try to heat it. Inside the water changes into steam, that means water vapor. But suddenly when you put this into the cold water, what will happen? The internal pressure decreases inside the tin and the pressure that is outside the tin, that is cool, the molecules of air are condensed, they put a more pressure and the flow will be high pressure to the low pressure. That's why the tin crushed. Next over here, this is the experiment that I explained you, that you boil it, cover the lid When you boil it, then after that they convert into water vapors, into steam. That is, as I said, if you warm the air, it becomes lighter and rise up. And when suddenly, when you put it on the cold water, it will crush inside it. Why? Because of the pressure difference. Inside there was a low pressure and outside there was high pressure. The movement will be high to low pressure. That's why the tin crushed. This is again one experiment that is in the flow chart. I think it is clear to you that how this process occurs. This we have done because the vacuum is created, cold water is poured on it, the high pressure, and inside becomes the low pressure. Low pressure, why? Because the steam that condenses and it becomes heavy, the pressure suddenly drop down. That's why there is a crush of this tin. This is what the, again in detail, you can pause the video and see the step by step how we can do. Next is the air pressure with another experiment that you take the two bottles. In that what you have to do is plastic bottle, then hot water into it, and immediately then you cap it. Pour the ice cold water on it. What will you see? It will again crush. Why so? Because the movement of that will be from high pressure to the low pressure. As you can see in the side, this is in the hot water, air get warm, the particles of air will expand. Warm air expand, it increase the surface. Then expansion of the air takes place. After this, you can see that the cool air, it occupies the less space, and the warm air, they occupies the more space. They increase the volume. So in this, the change in the molecules, random movement of the molecules lead to the generation of pressure difference, and due to this pressure difference, it gets contract. So this leads that air exerts pressure. This is in the case of when you are riding a bicycle. When you ride a bicycle moving into the same direction of the wind, it is easy to put on the pedals. But when you are riding your bicycle opposite in the direction of the wind, then it bit difficult to move ahead. So this is all due to the air pressure. This you can see, it's easy to ride in the direction of wind, and it is difficult to ride opposite direction of wind. And what actually wind is? Moving air is known as wind. This is the case of balloon that get inflated when air is filled into it, and when the air taken out, then it deflate again to the original position. Next that the topic is air expands on heating and contracts on cooling. This we will also understand with the help of experiment. Let us see. What you have to do is take a bottle, put on it the balloon. You will see that it is in the deflate form. But when you put it into the hot water, what will happen? It will start the air expand into the balloon, and it will increase in size. You can see it will increase in size in the hot water. But later on, if you are going to put into the cold water, again its size decreases. Why? Because the air molecules that has been decrease in the air molecule that condenses, and it comes into original position. So this is what happens in case of balloons with the cold air, because cold air occupies less space, warm air occupies more space. This is all due to the random movement of the air molecules. When the air molecules get heated up, warm, they quickly move, the quick movement takes place in the hot air. That's why there is an increase in the size. Next we have the hot air is lighter than the cold air. How you can prove this? Again, one experiment to understand this, that you just take the strip, hang the two bags. On the one side, you just put the candle. You will observe after some time that this bag will rise up. Why? Because the air in this area that get warm up and warm air become lighter, it will try to move in upward direction. On this side, the cool air is present inside in the second hand. This will come down. As you can see ahead, how it occurs. This will be like this because it become light. As the air get warm, molecules start moving fastly and randomly, and they will increase in the size, and this side will become heavy because the cool air is present, and cool air that condenses. So this is what happen in case of that air is lighter, warm air is lighter. As you have seen the hot air balloons, how they move into the sky, how they move upward direction, because the gas that is blown into them, that heat up the air which is present inside the balloon. It become lighter and it go rise high up in the sky. As they have to come down, what they have to do, they have to just lessen up this heat and slowly the molecules cool down, condenses, decrease in the volume, and they suddenly, slowly they come to the ground. So this is what happened in case of hot air balloons. I think it is understood to you about that air exerts pressure, and air also, it becomes when warm, light in weight and rises up, and when cool, it condenses, it remains down, it becomes heavy. With this connection, we'll continue our second video soon, and stay tuned with us. Understand this topic because second topic is linked with this video. Thank you. We'll meet you soon.